Beautiful. Nice. All right. There you go.
Frank and Kia back
Hello.
with you guys tonight again. So tonight, hubby's gonna cook tonight, so I'm just gonna be here, supervising.
Supervise?
Yeah, I'm gonna supervise you as you cook. The topic tonight, first off, let's just put it this, let's put this out there, because we always have a bad habit of not discussing, well, putting this out there to you guys until the end. So we're going to try to get into the habit of saying it in the beginning, which is we're not counselors, we are not professionals, we do not have licenses, we do not have degrees in counseling or therapy. These are just life experiences that he and I have gone through and continue to go through as life goes on. And we're just here to share it, give our opinions, give our tips and advices, and we look forward for the same feedback from you guys as well with your own personal experiences or suggestions that you want to share with us. We are open to it. We are adults. We wear big panties and big boxers, like you guys would say. We got big people pants on, and we take criticism and anything else that you guys have to throw at us, because that is the best way to get through things, is getting the truth, even when you don't want to hear the truth. Okay, so anyway, fast forward. Tonight's subject is going to be, should a woman take care of a man who has no job? What do you guys think about that? Let's see. We have gone through that phase before.
And actually, she just reminded me about that before we even started the video. That before we even started the video, that I once upon a time, a long time ago, didn't have a job. Well, I forgot about it, but I didn't have a job, and she was taking care of me and the household and our children. So, yeah, I just want to put that out there.
He was a bum at one time, guys.
I was a bum.
That's what he said. So, have you guys seen the new meme that's been going around on Facebook where the girl says, "Hey, do you got a job?" And he says no, and then she goes, "Okay, let's have a baby." I find that meme very funny. I find it funny. It's not funny, but sadly, today's generation and people are really, their mind is set like that today. It's like, hey, they have no goals. Him or her don't have any goals, but it's like, you know what? Hey, let's hook up. Boom, we got a baby. We're going to make this happen. And then everything goes kaploop in the end, or in the beginning, however you want to put it. I mean, and other factors of that too. However, we did experience that type of lifestyle where, Frank was not working at one point or another, and I was the one bringing home that paper, that bread money.
Yeah, I was in a point where I was a bum and didn't feel like working.
Right.
Man, that was years ago.
That was like in the beginning. That was like in the beginning when we first, not even when we first started out, but like a couple of years in of our relationship, he fell into this phase of, I just don't feel like doing nothing. I just don't want to do it. I just want to sit here and be comfortable and just not do nothing. And I don't think that it was intentional. I think a lot played a part with that. And I say that because if you guys are following, and I hope you all are following, if you guys remember, we've been going through a lot of things. He has been going through a lot of things with our oldest child. So I think the relationship and the troubles that was going on between him and the baby mother at that point in time played a part in that, you know, and I don't think he really recognized what stress and depression really was at that point in time. And
I don't get stressed
it was
out.
more like, it was kind of like, I looked at it like, okay, he's in the phase of like, now I'm giving up. Like, I keep trying. I can't see my child. I'm being dragged back and forth to family court. I'm being dragged for child support. I'm being set up to be, to get locked up every other weekend or every other month or something. It was always, you know, it was just always something. It was always a battle, you know. And I think he got to a point where it just was like, I might as well just fuck it. Why do anything? Anything I try is not working. So why should I even bother? And that's kind of what I after years passed, that's what I kind of started to think that's what it could have been. And again, because we were young. First off, we both was young. We both began to take on life as adults. And I don't think we really understood what adulthood was. I don't think we really understood the responsibilities of adulthood until we got into it physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I think once we got into the groove of things and he got into the groove of everything, it was like a reality check. Like, okay, wow, this is a lot of responsibility. You know, this is a bit much. And I think that's what it is. Anyway, to answer that question, I don't think any male or female should have to take care of someone who does not have a job. If you choose, now if you're intentionally choosing not to work, hell no, I'm not going to sit around here taking care of you. But if you don't have a job because of many different circumstances, I'm not going to list them all because you guys know what the circumstances could be. It could be a shitload of circumstances of why a person does not have a job. That is definitely a different situation. I'm all for it. I will be there. I would help to support as much as I possibly can until one of us can get ourselves back on our feet and we are both, you know, bringing home the income. But if you're intentionally just like, I'm not going to work, we're not gonna do that. Today, I'm not gonna do that. Let me put it that way.
Because I was about to ask that. Like, they're probably wondering, wait a minute, you're contradicting yourself. Right. Because I didn't work.
Right.
Why would you still take care of?
So today, let me say that today. So because again, back then, I didn't know what I know today. And back then, again, we was young. We was both taking on adulthood. Didn't know what we was getting into. So I didn't know what that was. I didn't know that, hey, it was okay that you could just sit back and chill. But I quickly learned. I'm going to tell you that because when I started to see that he just became too comfortable with it, I got on him. It was like, okay, that's it. We're not doing this. You need to get your ass up, get out of whatever little funk you in or whatever it is, and you got to get a job. Like, we're not going to do this. We're not going to be sitting around and you just sitting home doing whatever you want to do, running around in the streets and hanging out with your friends and
I wasn't doing that.
Whatever it is.
I wasn't doing that.
No, he wasn't, but I was putting it out there because although he wasn't doing it then, who's to say it wasn't going to lead into that point eventually? If you're sitting here already being lazy and don't want to do shit, who's to say that you're not the next step? What's the next step that comes after being lazy? What's the next step of taking advantage of not having to do anything? You understand what I'm saying? So I nipped that in the bud very quick. It didn't last very long. I say maybe a month or two. he was out of work, and I was like, okay, nope, not gonna happen. We ain't doing this.
Yeah, I used to have like a job for like.
He
I
would
mean,
do
I used to
side
have like
jobs, little side
not even that.
jobs.
I would have a job for like a month. Then.
Oh, that's because you was doing those temporary work positions. Them temporary, yeah.
Not even that. I
Yeah,
would do that, or I would end up getting fired for some apparent reason. I don't know why.
I think it was the whole child support thing.
Maybe, but yeah.
It was that, and then ended up getting locked up because of whatever situation went on. It was things like that. It was always something. Well, not locked up, but detained for a weekend or whatever. Things like that. It plays a part.
For a few hours.
Sometimes, there was a time that you did get detained for, I think, a night or two. It was. However, that is the past. It sucks that he had to face things like that. But, that plays, like I said, I think a lot of that played a part. If you are female and or male, I'm not going to just base it off of females, because not only do males do this, but females do it too. I do see lately in this generation that men are just like, you going to take care of me. Like, some men are just becoming real complacent with not wanting to do anything, like no goals at all, no push or just no nothing. I am seeing that, and I'm also seeing the females. The females are getting so comfortable. Like, for example, earlier he and I was talking about public assistance in Section 8 and stuff, and he said something about would I want to do that, and I said, why would I want to put myself in a situation?
No, we're talking about how they keep the Section 8.
Oh yeah. So basically from what I was told years ago, I don't know how true it is because I've never had Section 8, but what I was told years ago, that if a person has Section 8 and they stay within good standards of Section 8, as years go by, they are able to transfer the Section 8 program or housing to their child. And he asked, well, why you want to do that without kids? And I'm like, no. If it's true or if it's not true, no.
It was a joke.
It was a joke. But my thing was, I'm not. If I'm not in the situation where I have to use it, I'm not going to do it. And not only that, I'm going to try my best that I possibly can to not put myself in a situation like that. Now, I'm not saying this to be judgmental or talk down on anyone at all, because today or tomorrow it can happen to me where I'm going to need it, and that's okay. I'm acceptable to that. If that's what it is, that's just what it is. I'm not going to frown my face at it. But I just feel like if you are able to not use it or have to use it, then don't use it. Give it to someone who really does need it, because there are people out there who need it. So why be greedy to take advantage of something just because it's there and available and you can qualify for it? Don't do that. So he asked, jokingly, and I said, no, I'm not. I don't find myself to do that when I know that I'm going to push myself as much as I can to make whatever I need to do capable for my family and my kids. Not only that, I don't want to pass down something that's not mine. I don't want to pass down what the government has signed to, their name signed on it. I want my name to be on the papers that I'm passing down to my children. I don't want to pass down something else. Like, I don't want to start a generational curse that does not belong to me. I want to start a generational curse that belongs to me. And then my kids can trickle down and it belongs to them, and they can pass it on to their children. Things like that. But women and men, we're getting off topic. If you know that you are capable to get your ass up and get a job, get a job. I don't give a damn if, oh my God, I'm being spoiled, he gives me everything, or she gives me everything. He gave me the option to stay home and or work, or she gave me the option to stay home and work. To each his own. But why? Me, personally, I feel like, and don't get me wrong, there's been plenty of times that he and I have spoken And we have been in situations where I did have the option to stay home. But it was like, I don't want to stay home. Why should I have to? I'm not disabled. I'm not unable. I don't have no reason, no debilitating reasons to say, okay, I need to be home. I am able, healthy enough and able. I have the transportation. I have the means. I have the resources to use it to go to work. So I'm going to go to work. Even if it was a part-time job, I'll do that. I just feel like I feel more confident earning my own money, at the end of the day, it's going to be hours. But I feel confident and more comfortable to earn money for myself or for my family. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something, that I'm succeeding in something. I don't want to be at home just, oh, okay, well, I want to order this, or, oh, I don't want to be that type of person if I don't have to be that type of person.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you a question. So if you was to meet somebody, a guy, and he doesn't have a job, would you still date that person?
I'm going to find out, first of all, why don't you have a job? That's number one question. Why don't you have a job?
Maybe he's going through some troubled times right now.
And this is why I want to know, why don't you have a job? And first off, even if I met a guy, we're not dating right off the bat. We're gonna slow groove into this, because I'm not gonna put myself in a situation that's gonna be hurtful not only to me but hurtful to him when it's time to get out of that situation, and or the situation has gotten too much, too strong, or we got too involved that things have become a really big issue, a big problem. Not just because we can't let go of each other, but financially, emotionally, just all type of things can occur with that. Excuse me. So I'm just not going to jump into a relationship. I want to know, why don't you have a job? I want to know that.
So you mean to tell me you wouldn't give the guy a chance?
No. You gonna get a chance, but we ain't gonna be on a relationship level yet. We gonna be
until he gets a job.
No. Put it this way: whether he has a job or not, I am slow boating myself to be involved with this person. Period. Whether he has a job or not, I'm gonna slow boat him. I'm not just gonna jump into something. One, because I need to get to know who you are, and you need to get to know who I am. If that answers your question. Now, say things go along and we getting good, everything's going good. You explained your situation. You told me what the situation is, and I see proof of the situation. Okay, things are going good. We progressing. We getting into a relationship phase now. Okay, we're good. I'm okay with that. But if you prolong, and I see that this problem is not what you say it is, and it's really you are the problem, nah, something gotta give. Like, I'm not gonna sit around and condone in your habit. In other words, I'm not gonna sit around and condone in your habit, because the longer I allow it and the longer I accept it, the longer you're gonna continue. The longer you're going to ride it out, you're going to drag it, you're going to take advantage of it, and you're going to suck me out of situations financially.
Saying that guy has a plan, a master plan that he's trying to build, but he just needs that support to be there.
I'm gonna be supportive from day one regardless.
Okay.
I'm gonna be supportive. But like I said, if I see that the problem isn't what you told me it is, and it's really you, because you're not really beating your feet to get what you need to get done, there's a problem there. I'm not going to continue to stay somewhere that you're procrastinating, you're bullshitting, you're playing games, and you're dragging me along with it. I'm not going to do that. And I don't expect him to do the same. If the tables were turned, I don't expect him to do this with me. If you see me dragging my feet and I'm bullshitting, and you done said what you needed to say, and I'm still bullshitting, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. You can, for example, okay, say he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, and he got a master plan or whatever, and I'm seeing some signs. Okay, hey, look, I'm seeing these signs. What's really good? What's up? Tell me what the deal is, because what you told me before and what I see today is completely two opposite things. We need to see what's going on. And I say that, and he's okay. You're right. I am lacking. I am doing such and such X, Y, and Z. I'm work on that. Okay, I'm gonna give you that time frame to work on it. I'm gonna give you that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
But if that time frame prolongs again, nah, you playing games. You're playing games at this point. Because you can't sit here and tell me you right. I'm doing what I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm slacking. But you're so, what is it? You were so adamant in the beginning that you this is what you got. You got a master plan. You're gonna do this. This is what you want to do. And then here we are 4 months down the line, and what happened to the master plan? What did it go to sleep? Did you go to sleep? What's wrong? Like there's something wrong there. And then I wake you back up. You wake up. You get back on it, and then you go back to sleep again. Nah, I'm not gonna be your babysitter. I'm not gonna be your babysitter, and I'm not gonna be your supporter financially, emotionally, and mentally. Because after a while, that financial support is gonna drain me more than that emotional and that mental support.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that money's gonna go faster than anything.
This actually reminds me of a movie. What's that Tyler Perry movie? Was it Tyler Perry? Or the guy that built that battery?
Oh, yeah. What was that movie? Was it Tyler Perry?
I think it was.
Yeah, Economy. It was Economy. I think that's how you pronounce it. With Taraji P. Henson.
Yes.
This is true. And look, a lot of people say she was bugged out, she was wrong, she dragged it. Me, I don't think so. I think she did what she knew what was best. She got tired of being dragged and used and lied to and laughed at in her face. And this man wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing. Again.
But he was
He was, but he went to sleep. She woke him up. He went back to sleep. She woke him up.
That was the master plan.
Nah, man, And then all of a sudden, when you meet somebody else, all of a sudden, now you woke. You woke. Now the master plan.
No, he didn't meet that person and he woke.
Yeah, he did. The female.
I don't remember that.
He met the other female or whoever.
Okay. Carry on.
And not only that, let's back forward. She started him out because remember she inherited money from her mother. And she gave him money, and what did he do with that money?
Spend on the inventions?
And drained her at the same time. Because she brought him a car, and he was out there sleeping with other people.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
No, he
Because
wasn't.
remember, she ran into the trailer that he was living in.
No, yeah, that was when they were young.
Doesn't matter. That's when she started at, in the beginning. In the beginning, she inherited him because her mother died. She was young at that point in time. She gave him money to help him with his invention. He did whatever with the money. It didn't really go nowhere. And then she brought him a car, and she found him inside his little trailer, having sex with somebody else, and that's when she rammed the trailer. So, and then the behavior kind of continued just a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I don't think she overdid it. I think that she did what was right. She expressed her hurt that she let sit back and build up over the years. That the stuff that she allowed, which was, yes, it was her fault because some of this stuff she did allow. She should have not allowed it. But we as women, we tend to do that. We tend to allow things and they get out of hand, and then when they get out of hand, we wanna explode. But men do it too. But we as women, we're so forgiving and loving that we just be like, you know what, okay, I forgive you. I know this is, you're trying. I see you trying. And y'all like to run that little game. I am trying. I'm doing this and doing that. And we fall for it. We do.
I ran that game with you.
But then y'all take advantage of it. Yeah, you ran a lot of games on me, but we ain't going to get into that. But yeah, I just feel like men and women, if you're capable of doing it, just do it. I don't. This is my mind frame.
Wait, I got a question before you go into that. Okay. Damn, I can't remember the question. Yeah.
My mind frame is this, and I want him to say his part of why he think a man or a woman should not take care of each other if they're not having a job. This is my way of thinking. I feel like if something happens today or tomorrow, and you have nothing, you didn't build nothing, didn't accomplish nothing, didn't save nothing, didn't just nothing at all. Who can you count on? Where can you go? What skills can you take with you? If you have no skills, you built no skills. You sat home, chilling on your couch, with your bare slippers on, and a bunny rabbit robe. Yeah, your bare slippers. You know the slippers that shape like a bear. Chilling, watching TV, watching Lifetime and whatever else. What skills did you build? What do you know how to do? You can't put that you can't put what you don't have on a resume. You can tell them what you know, what you have, or what you experience, but they don't want to hear that. They want to see it. So you sitting around saying, "Oh, well, he said I'm okay, I don't have to work," or she said I don't have to work. She dropped dead today, or he dropped dead today, or y'all break up, whatever it may be. What you left with? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because nowadays, not even getting a job at Walmart or a local grocery store is easy no more. They making that even harder. And if you have no skill or nothing to fall back on to get you on your feet, you're screwed. You're really screwed. So I will not sit home and not have a job just because he said, "Hey, you can stay home." No, sir. No, I won't. I don't care. Even you know what? Even if I did stay home, I'm gonna be at home hustling something. Whether it's selling dishes because I love to cook, or running a daycare, something. I'm gonna figure out something. Cleaning something. I don't care. I'm going to figure out something. If you want me to stay home, all right. I'm gonna find a way. But I refuse to not have something under my belt because God forbid today or tomorrow anything could happen. And if I don't have something, some type of cushion or support to take care of me and mine, you ain't there to do it and nobody else is going to do it for me. So no, I will not. Sir? And how do you feel?
Okay, so.
Why do you think a man or a woman should not take care of someone without a job?
Okay.
You're so silly.
Okay.
Get to the point already.
Okay. Listen. Okay.
Who did that? Okay. What was that, bro?
That was Kevin Hart. Okay. So, what's the topic again? Well, yeah. So basically,
you're not doing onions or peppers or anything.
That's already in there. So.
The peppers? No, it's not.
No peppers. No, I ain't going through that. So I'm gonna get me off of my topic. Stir that up, son. So, me personally, I've been through that again with her. One day I'm gonna show you my ways, boy. These people. Woo!
We've been through everything together. That is just crazy. Like literally everything.
But anyway, one day, yeah, I've been through that with her where basically I was working. She was just staying home, but she was more of like a stay-at-home mom because, you know, we was like having children like back to back.
Technically what made me become a stay-at-home mom was because of the twins, truthfully.
Yeah, well, yeah, with the twins, yeah, our babies, yeah. And plus, yeah, okay. So basically,
I had no choice.
Me personally, I always grew up I had this image in my head that when I get a wife, she's not gonna do nothing. She's just gonna sit home and she's just gonna be pretty. And when I come home, I could just you know.
And he still has that mind frame a little bit.
Yeah, but as time grew, you know, I got older, and life started kicking in. I'm like, dang, I can't be doing this by myself any longer. This is hard. So it started playing a toll. Like a second hand would help help the bills and do things. So right now, in this state of mind, if you are, I wouldn't do it now. Like what she said earlier, if she knew back then what she knows now, she wouldn't have sticked around.
I wouldn't have allowed it, like, to go on for so long.
Oh well, yeah, she wouldn't have allowed it. I would have done the same thing because I put in her head that you don't have to work, and that's what it was. And then when I went into the military, it was even harder for her to get a job at the time because the military and military wives is like the moving and there's the kids and they don't really have jobs like that. Then we had to find sitters. It was pretty hard. So right now, if you're going through that with a guy or girl that you just sit home taking care of them, but they're not doing nothing for you, you need to talk to them. Like, just straight up, like, hey, something needs to be done, because
you never know what may happen, man.
Yeah, you made a good point earlier about if one of us may drop in dead. Like, okay, for example, and man, I don't know if did I talk about like nannies out here?
Oh yeah, you don't have to say.
Okay, so
in
foreign countries, yes, in a specific country that I wish not to say, the civilians, the natives, or whatever you want to call them, they don't work. I mean, the government, the country pays the civilians to just sit home. They paid them they paid them so much. Like, their regular cars are Ferraris, and their regular shoes are like Prada and what they call them, red bottom shoes again? Louis Vuitton. Those are their regular shoes. That's how much they get paid. They don't know. They never worked a day in their life. They don't have no skill. They don't have no. They never went to school. They went to school, but they don't have a backup to where in case something may happen, they hire nannies and housewives, housemaids to do everything for them. To the point they don't even know how to shop or drive cars.
Yeah.
So
Where is the other?
So back to what she was saying. If all those people was those nannies or what the nannies or housemaids was to leave, that country that what I'm talking about, those native people would be
Passed out. The shit.
Yeah. They will be
A wreck.
just messed up, and the country
they
will
don't
fall
know how to take care of their own kids, nothing.
Yeah, they don't take care of the kids.
You'll lose it.
Yeah, so that right there, if you to go back to taking care of a man or a lady, if that person up and leaves you, and they was just taking care of you for like your whole 10 years, I mean, what are you gonna plan on doing? What do you have to back you up and you can go out there and support yourself on your own?
And your children.
So, to answer the question, I want to allow it, and I will give some verbal warnings, and if no verbal warnings don't work, then I will just pack up my stuff and leave, because I refuse to take care of somebody that just wants to sit around and just live off of my pay and do nothing to bring in money to help contribute. Yeah, do nothing to bring in money to help our home or whatever it may be. So, yeah, I think I answered the question.
Yeah, I mean, so basically, guys, we're both on the same page. Like, I
want to show y'all my ways one day.
We just feel like
they butter, son.
There's more out there. There's more out there to just sitting home. And this is not knocking, because you know you can be a smart housewife. Let me put that out there too. You can be a smart housewife.
A smart housewife.
Yeah, because you know some housewives here. You can put the rest in there, huh? You got some housewives who get allowances. If that's how y'all set up, that's how y'all set up. If you smart to take that allowance and put you a little stash on the side every time you get that allowance, you were smart. You were smart. I mean, technically, I would. If I know I'm a housewife and I'm getting an allowance, I'm putting money on the side to save me, because if he decides to up and go today or tomorrow for whatever reason, for however it may happen, at least I'll have some type of financial money to help keep me afloat for a little bit. And in addition to that, you have some wives or couples or however you want to put it, they do build their skill at home. I mean,
if you guys ever come on this side of the world, this product right here is so delicious.
It's from Italy though.
Whatever. You ever come on this? Is this? I feel like plastic. But anyway, this stuff right here, I don't know if they can. That stuff is yummy. Like you can just lick it.
Don't lick that.
Carry on.
Anyway. You do have some people who are at home building their skill. You have some that's running their own personal businesses and things like that. Power to you. I definitely have respect for you. But if you like I said, if you are one of them people, man or female, that is just really just sitting home doing nothing with no ambition, no nothing, and you just sitting around just, what is that? Running up, popping bottles in the club and getting long weaves and all of that, just showing out, doing all of that stuff, but you have nothing to show for. I think it's time for you to sit back and really just think about that. Like, think about, okay, this weave ain't gonna last for long. These popping bottles end the same night that I'm in the bar. Like, I can't take that with me. I can't pass that down to my kids. I can't, if I'm dead today, that ain't gonna that money is not there for them to bury me. I'm gonna be leaving my kids with a big financial burden. Burying someone is expensive, people. It is expensive. And if you don't have no type of life insurance or anything of that nature, you're going to leave that responsibility on your family and or your kids. And that's a lot. I think that's selfish. That's a selfish way to think. But if you, like I said, I'm not, if it don't apply to you, then you ain't got to think about your life goals. If you already got your life goals and you thinking about it and you got your vision board and all of that, keep on with that vision board. Keep pushing forward. Keep accomplishing that. But if you, like I said, if you are one of them men and or female who's just sitting around here chilling and popping bottles and all of that, hanging on the block with your boys and all of that because you think that's cool, that's the shit and it is what it is, you bugging. You bugging.
Word.
Like, that lifestyle is dead. It's dead. Like, especially if you got kids, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to put it. And I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm really not.
I am.
I'm trying to be more like, get that ambition. Get that money. Like, really go out there and get that money. Get that money with skill. Don't just, I'm out here getting this money. What money are you getting and how are you getting it? Is it something that's a proud way of getting it? Is it something that
you filed on your taxes?
Right. That you can show for? Like,
you got
is
a
it
401k?
positive, real money? Like, don't be sitting out here talking about I'm chasing this paper, but you really not chasing that paper the right way. Because at the end of the day, like I said, anything can happen. And I'm not dismissing myself and Frank, because at the end of the day, anything can happen to either one of us or both of us. And you want to make sure that you have that type of foundation or something for your family or your kids to fall back on for them in the future. I've always had this type of mind frame. It ain't been something that just popped up. I've always had this type of mind frame, but as I got older and really started to see what adulthood was and responsibility was, and once I had kids and got out there in the world and started to see different things, different jobs and different careers and things, it really just it fast forward with my mind more. It made me think more and start investing more and starting, saving more, putting money in the right places more. Like it made me grow up. Mm-hmm. Put it that way. It made us grow up. So with that being said, guys, grow up. Grow up. At some point, you gotta let go. And I'm not saying it ain't never nothing wrong with still living your life and having fun and being young. You can do that. We still live our lives. We still go to parties and clubs depending on where they're at and where we want to be at. We still travel. We do have fun, but be smart about it. Just be smart and grow up. That's all. But yeah, that's basically it. I don't know what you guys feel, but we feel like, no, we're not taking care of no man or no female who does not have a job. We're just not going to do it. You're going to get your ass up and do something. This is our dinner. We're going to go ahead and end this video. And we're going to go and enjoy our pasta. This is, what is that? Is that the truffle? Mm-hmm. So that's truffle Alfredo with mushrooms and some prawns over some pasta. This is actually pasta number 2 for us today. But anyway, so yes, guys, with that being said, please drop your comments below. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know your experiences. And definitely just yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Good night, guys. Thank you. We love you guys. Thank you for the support. Keep following, subscribing, and sharing.
Good night.